Good morning, afternoon, or evening, everybody. Welcome to another home workout, actually at home, recorded live at Rex's gym. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're ready for today's workout. Now, as always, I'm going to start with a little warm-up. After that, we're going to go into the meat of the workout, followed by a couple of stretches. When you're ready, let's get into our walks. Let's get those knees up. Hopefully you recovered well from yesterday's workout, our little run, Aussie pull-up and split squat workout. The day before, of course, was our every minute on the minute, how far can you get? And today will be another every minute on the minute, but done slightly differently. Quad walks, let's stretch the fronts of the legs out. Feeling a little bit stiff after the split squats from yesterday, but that's all in good fun. For today's workout, you don't have to have any equipment, as always, but if you have a set of dumbbells, you can use them today. Even if you have one dumbbell, even if you have just one weight, you can use it. I'll talk you through it in a sec. Cradle walks. Again, the glutes are feeling a little bit from yesterday's split squats. Should be fun on the glutes. Now let me know what you thought of the outdoor workout, guys, because I can program a few more of those maybe once a week when the weather is nice. Go out and have a little bit of fun on the oval with my mask, of course, and then hinges. Remember, guys, you can always do the double-legged version here as well. And some lunges. This feels extra good after yesterday's split squats. No lunges today, no split squats, other than these in the warm-up. Trying to hit different sort of movements than we have over the last couple of days. All right, next up we're gonna do some arm swings. There is a little bit of upper body work, so hug yourself, right arm up, left arm up. Two more. And upward swings. Get those hands together, arms long, and try to get your arms behind your ears. So try to get them behind the midline of the body if you can. Then start both arms at the top, one arm forward, one arm back, big swings. Two more. Other way, one arm forward, one arm back. Now this should be super easy, barely an inconvenience. Now, often this one is quite challenging, but you're in lockdown. What else are you gonna do? All right, inchworms. I want 4 of them. So hands on the ground, walk as far as you can, and walk all the way back. 1. 2. 3. And 4. All right, guys. It's starting to rain. I don't think I have to bring anything inside. We're all good. Our workout. We have another every minute on the minute. A total of 16 rounds. What we do, we have an exercise to complete for a certain number of reps every minute. Minute 1 is going to be burpees or devil presses. Devil press is just a burpee where you hold on to your dumbbells. You have an option between 6, 8, and 10 repetitions. If you're doing regular burpees, I go for the 8 or the 10. If you're doing devil presses, I probably stick more to the 6 or 8 because you go a little bit slower because you have the weights. And then rest for the remainder of that minute. So if it takes you 10 seconds to do the exercise, you have 15 seconds to just chill out. If it takes you 45 seconds to do the exercise, you have 15 seconds before the next minute starts. Minute 2 is going to be thrusters. Now you can do the thrusters just body weight, so start with your hands here, squat down and raise the roof, or you can do it with a set of dumbbells. Reps here are 10, 15, or 20. Yeah, you pick which one is best for you. You can use that first round as a bit of a gauge. The third minute, we're going to do jumping jacks. Definitely not star jumps. I know you are. With the jumping jacks, start with the feet together, hands by your body, come out, feet nice and wide, hands at least up to shoulder height, even a little bit higher is fine, and then bring them back. And then we go through that rep. Range 40, 50, or 60 repetitions. I think the 60 is pretty doable. You can use the dumbbells for this one, but you don't have to. It's gonna get a wicked shoulder pump, which if that's something you're after, go for it. And then we finish up last minute side plank, 30 seconds on the right, and 30 seconds on the left before you start straight back with the first exercise again. We have 4 rounds, which brings us to 16 total minutes. So what I'm looking for, beside the side plank, is a working time anywhere between 30 to 45 seconds. So I want you to have that little bit of rest after every exercise, just so you can kind of catch your breath, but also so you can push the numbers that we're trying to hit. So really try to go hard and then try to recover in whatever time you have left. So I'm not looking for the jumping jacks to go nice and slow. Even if you do get 60 reps in and then go to side plank, I want you to push the pace a little bit, hopefully get a little bit out of breath or stay out of breath, and then having to recover from that. That is the goal here. I hope that makes sense. If you have a set of dumbbells, grab it now. If you don't have to do anything. You can grab some water because you will have those short rests in between. Now, what I'll do, the first round, I'll do the bodyweight versions. The second round, I'll do the dumbbell versions, just so you can have a look at both. I don't think there's anything more to be said, really. I think we should be good. Any questions you have, if you just watch the video, they'll answer themselves, I'm sure. All right, guys, got my lucky timer set for 16 rounds, 1 minute per round. Let's get started in 10 seconds. So the first minute, burpees, 6, 8, or 10 reps. I'm doing body weight, so I'm going for 10. 3, 2, 1, and go. All right, that's about 30 seconds. Whew. And I get the rest for the remainder of the minute. Like I said, the devil presses take a little bit longer, but as long as you stay around that 30 to 45 seconds, you're good. Next up, thrusters, 10, 15, or 20 reps. We're starting in 10 seconds, and you can use weight, you don't have to. 3, 2, 1, and go. Stay nice and upright, feet nice and stable. right, that was 20. And again, that was about 30 seconds. So, pretty doable. Definitely should be using the dumbbells, but that's okay. I'll take the warm-up round. 15 seconds before we go into our jumping jacks. 40 is the easier version. 50, 60 are the harder options. You pick what you got. 3, 2, 1, and go. That's 20. All right, about 43 seconds, just in the sweet spot. Now, the next round is going to be the one where you just have 30 seconds side plank, 30 seconds the other side. Starting in 5, and start. All right, remember the side planks, heels on top of each other, hips on top, shoulders on top of each other. If it helps you, you can definitely raise that arm up. Make sure the elbow is directly beneath the shoulders so we don't have any slipping going on. 10 seconds before we switch sides. 3, 2, 1, switch sides. All right. Ah, the sun, nature is touching me. Get it off. Feet on top of each other, hips, shoulders, hips lifted and pushed forward, head nice and relaxed. As soon as we get out of this plank, we're straight back into the burpees or the devil presses. 5, 3, 2, 1, and go. Burpees or devil presses. Here we go. All right, I did 8 there, and about 15 seconds, so just where I want to be. Next up, we have the thrusters. 5, 3, 2, and go. 10, 15, or 20. You might notice round 2 is harder. Already out of breath. Round 3 is going to be even better. Now, I'll get these jumping jacks to go with weights. This is not going to be fun. And go. was 40 seconds for 40 reps. That was tough. I was wrong. That was fun. 5 seconds before we go into side planks. And up. Catch your breath. This is our built-in minute rest. We're not actually resting. We're doing a little bit of work. After this one, you're halfway. Switching in 3, 2, 1, and switch. All right, remember, as soon as we get back out, burpee time or double press time. My shoulders are feeling a bit gassed right now, I'm not gonna lie. Those jumping jacks were great. 3, 2, 1, and go. Eight is about right for me with those weights. It's got me going, guys. What about you? 5 seconds for thrusters. 2, 1, and go. Ooh. 20 seconds before we go into our jumping jacks. Now, this round, I'll be leaving the dumbbells. And maybe, if I feel like more fun, we'll do them in the last round. 3, 2, 1, and go. Time to go. You're 35 seconds in. There you go, 42. So it really doesn't matter. Weights, no weights, well, it matters. Different stimulus, but for the time we're after, it's all good. Side planks. Let's end this round 3. 3, 2, 1, and go. Catch that breath, work your positioning, have that hand up if it feels it helps you, but as long as we have our shoulders stacked on top of each other, we'll be fine. 1 round to go, guys. Hope you're still with me. Hope you haven't tuned out yet. Otherwise, I'll be doing this just for fitness. We can't have that. 2, 1, and switch. Breakdancer. Yeah. soon as this minute is up, back into your burpees or devil presses, depending on your equipment. 5, 3, 2, and here we go. Last round, guys. Let's work for it. Sneaky extra rep. Could fit in at a time, so why not? Oh man. 8 seconds for the thrusters. Get ready. 3, 2, and thrust. Ooh. Still 20. Thrusters used to be my most hated exercise. Then I just started to do them every day. Now they're not that bad. Maybe weighted jumping jacks are my worst now. 3, 2, 1, and go. To go. Let's go. Just inside of time. Oh, shoulders. Side plank. Get ready. 2, 1, and go. All right, start catching the breath. All you have to do is hold this side plank. Remember, you can go down to your knees. If you don't really have to, stay on your feet. Only 5 seconds before you switch sides. And switch. Stay nice and tall, heels to head, nice and long. Hips forward and up, shoulders on top of each other. 10 seconds to go. 3, 2, time. Put those evil dumbbells away. Now what I want you to do is find a wall and sit with your back against the wall. I don't really have a wall I can do that here, so I'm going to go wall-less. But the idea here is legs fairly wide. We're not necessarily after a stretch here. You're gonna have tailbone, upper back, and head against the wall, and then really lean over. Keep the whole arm against the wall as well. You need to put your hand down, but the idea is to stretch that whole side out. Switch side. Arm against the wall and just reach over. See how far you can get. Again, no part of the arm to actually leave the wall. So stay against that wall and go over. Next up, we have our pigeon stretch. Done this one before. One leg bent about 90 degrees. The other leg back as far as you can get it. You're sitting on this tailbone, of course, but you're trying to get this hip into the ground as much as you can. Should give a good stretch on the glute of this leg, maybe a little bit of hip flexor stretch this leg. And then with your upper body, you can kind of experiment if you feel it more when you lean forward or if you feel it more when you sit upright. Some of you, again, this is going to be a very tricky position to get into, like this guy. Others will have this hip bone on the ground, wondering what the big deal is. That's why we don't do the same stretches every time. Different people need different stretches. And sweet sides. Now if you get to a stretch and you go like, oh dear, I need this one, like the pigeon is for me, it's fine to do that one every day, guys. I wouldn't do them instead of any of the ones that we're doing unless you really feel like I tried this stretch before, I'm getting no benefit from it. Then you can work it in, but keep trying those other stretches so you can really learn what does and what does not work for you. All right, one more stretch. We're going to be in a hip flexor stretch position. We're going to bring the hand to the ground, really push the hips down, and then we're going to roll that knee out. So be on this side. Be on the side of your shoe here and really let that knee fall out. The hip flexor stretch should still be here if you're driving your hips into the ground, and then you try to open from this position. Well, that definitely got me sweating, guys. I don't know about you. So let me know where you end up going with, if you did the 10 burpees or if you went maybe even 10 devil presses. Maybe you're a beast. How you went on the thrusters. Body weight, they should be okay. With weights, it's a different ball game. The jumping jacks, they were great without any weight. I'm so gonna do those fairly regularly now, just to get less hopeless at them. All right, hips into the ground. And then let that knee fall out. And a side plank, just a side plank. We've done that one before. If anything, it's kind of like a rest for the lungs. Like not for the muscles, but the lungs can recover because you're not moving. When you're not moving, there's no real reason for those big muscles to be pumping so much oxygen in. So you should be able to catch your breath there. All right, guys. Now, maybe you have lost all concept of time. Maybe you haven't quite yet, but that was your Monday workout. Hope it felt good. I'll talk to you tomorrow.